Hey everyone, welcome to the Biggest Beauty Project. I'm Marvin and it's Sunday. Okay, so this week's topic is eating disorders. I'm going to take a different approach on this topic and make it for friends and family members that think they know someone with an eating disorder and wants to help them but don't know how to do so. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so when most of us hear of someone with an eating disorder, we tend to automatically assume that the person has a problem with food. An eating disorder is not a sign that a person has a problem with food. It's actually only the symptom of a problem in that person's life. The first thing to realize once you think someone has an eating disorder is that you must not concentrate immediately on the food. Disordered eating is only an attempt to control, hide, stuff, avoid, and forget emotional pain, stress, and self-hate. To be able to help someone, you must first understand the eating disorder and the signs and symptoms. So let's go ahead and see what those eating disorders are and some of the signs and symptoms for those disorders so that way we can help that loved one. Alright, let's go ahead and start with anorexia. Anorexia is a type of eating disorder. More importantly, it's also a psychological disorder. It's a condition that goes beyond out of control of dieting. Anorexics consider themselves to be fat, no matter what their actual weight is. Often they don't recognize they are underweight and may still feel fat even at like 80 pounds. Let's go ahead and talk about bulimia. Bulimia is seen as an episode of excessive eating followed by inappropriate methods of weight loss such as making themselves vomit, abuse of laxatives, or excessive exercise. Like anorexia, bulimia is a psychological disorder. The cycle of overeating and purging can quickly become an obsession similar to an addiction to drugs or other substances. The disorder generally occurs after a few unsuccessful attempts of dieting. Alright, so now I'm just going to read out some signs and symptoms of what a anorexic or a bulimic might have. And those are a noticeable weight loss, excessive exercise, always being cold, muscle weakness, obsession with food, calories, and recipes, making excuses for not eating meals, unusual eating habits, noticeable discomfort around food, complaints of being too fat even when they're thin, cooking for others but not eating themselves, restricting food choices to only diet foods, guilt or shame about eating, depression, mood swings, evidence of vomiting, laxative abuse, or diet pills, frequently checking weight on scale, difficulty eating in public, very secretive about eating patterns, pale complexion, and headaches. Now let's go ahead and talk about a different eating disorder, and that would be compulsive overeating. Compulsive overeaters use food as a way to cope with stress, emotion, conflicts, and daily problems. The food can block out feelings and emotions. They usually feel out of control and are unaware of their eating patterns. Alright, now I'm going to read you some signs and symptoms of a compulsive overeater. And those could be low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, loss of sexual desire, hiding food, feeling of guilt and shame, disgusted with themselves, going on many different diets, avoidance of social situations where food will be present, and suicidal thoughts. Now that we know a little about these eating disorders, let's talk about what would be the best way to talk to that person that you're very concerned about and get them the best help they can get. But let's be realistic and admit that you are not going to make that loved one better through your own efforts. It takes time, persistence, and a lot of help from a trained doctor. The goal is to continue to point out the advantages of getting that help. Your consistent care can ease their fear of change and encourage them to embrace the possibility that there is something better waiting for them. Alright, so I think that the best time to talk to this person that you're very concerned about is when you yourself are very calm and you're ready to listen as much as you speak. When presenting your concern, be firm but gentle. Recommend that they get treatment and offer reliable sources. When talking to your loved one, don't use threatening or controlling statements with them, such as, "Would you just eat?" Or, "I don't understand why you just don't eat. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to yourself?" Alright, those are not words of love. Let's remember that the person with the eating disorder already has low self-esteem. Why would you want to say those things to anyone? There's nothing wrong with approaching a close friend or a family member you may be concerned about and saying, "You've lost a lot of weight. I'm concerned about you," of course in a caring way, you know. Maybe followed by, "I'm here to listen if you want to talk." But any comment that comes across as insulting or as an attack will not be helpful to anyone, especially not anyone with an eating disorder. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for me. Just want to let you know, I'm pretty sure you guys know, this whole video was scripted. I personally don't know anything about eating disorders, and taking this different approach on it was kind of weird. I really don't know how it's going to turn out or how you may see it. I hope I'm getting all the information correct. If not, I am so sorry guys. I really don't know about eating disorders. So like I said, this whole video is scripted. I don't script my videos, and I'm pretty sure you know that. But this one, unfortunately, I did, and you can totally tell, and I'm sorry for that. And I hope I never have to script any of my other videos. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Elizabeth coming back on Friday. I'm excited for that. Hannah taking over Saturdays. Welcome to the Biggest Beauty Project. And to everyone else, I'll see you soon. I'll see you Sunday. So till then, take care. Bye.